500 daily videos. First, I will put the temperature on the screen because it's very close to 3 a.m. and I bet it's really hot, even though it feels very cool, because this is much better than like 1:15 in the sun. Anyway, actually not sure, it might be one day off whether this is the 500th video or the 501st, because I know one video got taken down. Last autumn, there was a video that went up and YouTube took it down. A lot of you probably watched it, but YouTube took it down, and I had like 2 email chains going with YouTube personnel and never got a reason why it was taken down. They told me reasons why videos do get taken down. None of those things applied to mine. Never got an answer, whatever. I gave up trying to find out an answer, but this is roughly video in a row number 500. I know that's not the record. Someone in the comments asked once if I was anywhere near the record for daily videos. I know it's not. I remember many years ago, before I ever thought of making my own YouTube video, just looking up what the record was for daily videos. It was well into the thousands, although that guy shouldn't get credit, because I watched that guy's latest video once I found out who it was, and he did literally nothing. He walked around his backyard for like 2 minutes doing nothing just to keep the streak alive. I know not every one of my videos is the greatest of all time, but I never did anything like that. Anyway, wanted to mention that. Thought 500 in a row was a somewhat cool milestone. Also, talk about some challenges. If anyone has a challenge you would like me to see, no promises, put it in the comments below. I do want to mention some challenges that aren't very well known that I'm always considering. One is from a viewer who messaged me on Twitter. I think we called it the cycle. It was try to win in 4 poker rooms in the same day. In one of them, win $50. In one of them, win 100. In another, win 200. In another, win 300. It would be like the cycle in baseball. I do really like cycles in baseball, especially the ones in which the final leg is the triple. Those are my favorites. John Olerud had one. I mean, you probably remember this, against the Expos at Shea Stadium. Final leg was the triple. Anyway, that's tough for a few reasons. For one, I don't think it's great for video purposes, although I'm always considering it, because I can go to the first room and just have a losing day. I could play 10 hours and like just oscillate between like -5 and -100 all day. Like, that could easily happen, and it would make for a very, very boring video. So I don't want something like that to happen when I give it a try. Although it is very interesting, because say in my first room I hit 50 bucks. I have the decision to make, like a baseball player, stopping at first or trying to stretch it into a double. I could take the 50, go elsewhere, or I could stay and hope that the 50 turns into 100 or 200 or 300. There would be some decisions to make along the way, but I don't know if it's great for videoing purposes. A second one is very similar. It's see how many poker rooms I could play in one day where I could win at least $100 each. So go to a room, don't leave until I make at least 100 bucks, and then go to the next and see how many. That would be a cool ongoing series, because whatever, say the first day I get to 2. A couple weeks later, try it again and try to break it and get to 3. The thing is, for the same reason as the other one, the first day in the first room, I could just have a losing day and never come anywhere close, and I think it would be an incredibly boring video. So those are the reasons I'm not really quick to do those 2. Both of those ideas came from viewers. An idea that is mine is, there's actually 2. One is a variant of playing 11 rooms on the Strip. Those were very popular videos. There are 6 other rooms off the Strip in Vegas. There's Boulder Station, there's Orleans, South Point, Golden Nugget, Santa Fe, Red Rock. Play all 6 of those. I don't think it would be so cool to watch me going to 6 poker rooms as opposed to 11, even though it would probably take just as much time and be just as complicated because they're so spread out. I spent a lot of time in transit playing 11 rooms that are pretty much right next to each other. Imagine if I had to play 6 rooms that are nowhere near each other. I think the closest 2 would be Santa Fe and Red Rock. I'm not even sure if those are the closest 2. There's miles between these places, in addition to the fact that Boulder Station might not have a game of any kind, or might just have fixed limit Omaha High, which if that's the only game, that's what I would play, but there might just be like one full table with a list of 7. and it would take forever to get on the table. So I think that would be the same level of difficulty for me. I don't know if it would be as cool to watch for you, so I'm not really quick to do that one also. But one that I might do one stretch, maybe after I come back from Council Bluffs, is 7 days. Each day, one poker room exactly, and a different poker room, and 10 hours a day. So like day 1, Aria, 10 hours. Day 2, Bally's, 10 hours. Day 3, Caesar's Palace, 10 hours. 7 different rooms over 7 different days, 10 hours each. See if I could take it, because a lot of my game is finding great games, and really the game selection would be over by the time I walk into the room. There would be no, oh, let's go to Bally's. If there's a great game, awesome. If there's not, I'll walk to Bell. If there's not, I'll walk to Caesar's. If there's not, I'll walk to Aria. There would be none of that. So I would really need to think like, okay, what game, what room should have a great game on Tuesdays, and just pick that place for Tuesday. And once I'm there, only table changing and seat changing. So I think that is a lot better for video purposes. The other 3 are all interesting in their own respects, but I don't know that they would make for great videos, for great entertainment purposes. But if anyone has something, leave it in the comments. Always looking for ideas, no promises. It might be something that I think is fun and challenging, difficult, and would make for good videos, and would entertain a lot of people. So let me know. This was the 500th video. Looking forward to 500 more in a row. And remember, rice is a spoon food.